25 Best PS4 Linear Games.
If I was to get that stick from...
A couple shots should drop.
Number 25, Divide. Divide stretches on for a bit longer than it probably should, but the strengths of the story are heightened by decent writing and voice performances throughout. Conversations feel organic and real. Line deliveries have a satisfying amount of emotion, and each character comes across as genuine. Number 24, Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia. Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia marks the end of the ill-fated Chronicles series, but instead of making a final stand, this one treads water. While the visual style is pleasant and the atmosphere is strong, attempts to inject the game with innovation fall flat, and the title hasn't really got much to offer to fans old or new. Number 23, Legend of K Anniversary. While kids may be able to look past the problems and enjoy its simplicity, we can't ignore the obvious. The polished graphics and fairly compelling dungeons are up to scratch, but the gameplay flaws, generic visuals, and bland plot don't exactly make it a great game either. But if you're a big fan of the original game, this one will do. Number 22, Abyss Odyssey Extended Dream Edition. Abyss Odyssey Extended Dream Edition successfully manages to merge a fighting game with a roguelike RPG to offer an experience that feels both familiar and unique. With an unexpected art style, as well as some clever concessions around its difficulty to make the penalty for death a bit easier, it ensures that your descent into the darkness is enjoyable. Number 21, The Order 1886. The Order 1886 is an antique that's aged ungracefully. The presentation is sublime from the release's breathtaking start right the way through to its anticlimactic finish. But several bad design decisions detract from its otherwise exemplary gloss. The developers crafted an incredible universe, but outside of the title's core cast, it failed to do much of note with it. Number 20, Assassin's Creed Chronicles India. In Assassin's Creed Chronicles India, the curiosities presented by the setting act as a thin veneer that only momentarily distracts from the flaws beneath. Like Arbaz himself, these great moments have a bad habit of vanishing into thin air when you least want them to. But there is still a lot of fun to be had in this Indian adventure. Number 19, Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. Assassin's Creed Chronicles China is an absolutely solid spin-off in almost every way. Traversal is fluid and fun, combat is enjoyably simple, and the level design is often lovingly crafted. But it never comes close to stepping out of its comfort zone and trying something remotely memorable. Number 18, The Little Acre. The Little Acre is an adorable adventure that sadly trips up in some fundamental areas. The story leaves a lot to be desired, and the easy puzzles won't pose much of a challenge to most. Genre aficionados might want to give it a try, and it's a decent family-friendly title, but it is not recommended to anyone else.
Didn't really stop to think where my dad got the mask or why he wanted it. I was pretty sure I could put it to good use though.
But not very strong.
Number 17, the Lego NINJAGO movie video game. The increased focus on combat pays off with a flesh-out system that makes each character feel unique, while the free running provides enough safety nets to keep you from getting frustrated. Despite a couple of technical hiccups and a poorly thought-out ending, Lego NINJAGO has so much going for it that the overall experience isn't dampened. Number 16. Volume. Volume isn't short of great ideas, but it delivers them gracefully, one at a time, layering simple concepts on top of solid mechanics to create the sort of organic gameplay experience that seems effortless. And although it stumbles when trying to tell a story, it excels at communicating phenomenal mechanics. Number 15. Knack 2. Knack 2 is a genuinely great game. The huge breadth of combat options on offer make for a far better experience than anything the initial outing could ever offer. And with much bigger focus on platforming, the title can start to lay claim to the promises of a Crash Bandicoot successor.
Menteuse!
Number 14. Republique. Republique is a smart, engrossing, and often frustrating game, but one which really captures the imagination once its hooks take hold. A couple of gameplay hiccups and a slightly drooping fourth episode aside, this is a strong stealth game which requires a slow, steady, and methodical approach.
Il t'a donné l'ordre d'attaquer nos brise-raques. Je ne peux pas.
Number 13. Serial Cleaner. Serial Cleaner is a fun little game which offers something that's both similar to other indie titles on the market and thematically unique for the style genre. Its difficulty and slight release content are offset by a number of options, a great premise, and some uniquely engaging gameplay. Number 12. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris is a decent game, especially with friends, but it'll never surprise you. With no plot and no great rewards, you'll be playing just for the sake of getting to the end, which won't be enough to hold everybody's attention through to its premature conclusion. Number 11. Little Nightmares. It's likely you'll finish Little Nightmares in 1 or 2 sittings. Its brief length may diminish the spark of its heights, making you wish there was more to prolong the time it takes to overcome its tense set pieces. But regardless, its strange and distorted world is enough to pull you back in for a second playthrough. Number 10. The Deadly Tower of Monsters. The Deadly Tower of Monsters is unlike anything else in its genre. The theme and presentation carries it for the entire ride, and even though the combat can be mundane at times, the set pieces and commentary more than make up for it. In the end, its personality and charm make it worth playing through on their own. Number 9. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. The addition of Virgil, Lady, and Trish as playable characters provides a ton of fun, and the new legendary Dark Knight mode is an engaging new challenge for veterans of the series. Demon hunting newcomers will likely enjoy everything on offer, while more experienced gamers will find more than enough reason to return to the franchise. Number 8. Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number. Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number is certainly worth giving a go if you love retro-style action-adventure games. While newcomers may be left in the dark, fans of the original will most likely complete it feeling pleased and satisfied. Overall, this sequel isn't quite as spectacular as it could have been, but that isn't enough to make it anything less than great. Number 7. God of War III Remastered. God of War III Remastered delivers a masterful conclusion to Kratos' chaotic story arc. The bumped-up resolution and steadier frame rate does improve the experience overall, but not to the point where it became a must-have. As such, while this remains an exceptional example of an epic series, you should only really consider this re-release if you've never experienced it before. Number 6. The Last Guardian. The Last Guardian is a modern masterpiece and a worthy addition to the developer's already flawless track record. Some will be unable to look past the mechanical shortcomings, but they'll be missing out on one of the most meaningful and truly original experiences in years. Number 5. DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition. DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition is one of the more thoughtful remasters on the PS4, and its emphasis on modifiers means that you can tailor the experience to your tastes. Old school Devil May Cry fans may or may not enjoy this one, but many of the tweaks have been designed with those outspoken individuals in mind. Number 4. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Shipwrecked and stranded on an island known for being particularly dangerous, Lara is going to need to learn how to survive quickly before it becomes too late. With an engaging story from start to finish and solid gameplay that you won't be getting bored of anytime soon, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is a title that is not to be missed. Number 3. Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration. This Game of the Year version of Rise of the Tomb Raider includes all the existing downloadable content available, plus some small extras. The map is larger and more expansive than previous games, and extra collectibles and side missions have been added to fill up the space. The game is also beautiful looking, with impressive particle effects and scenic vistas. Number 2. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. The fourth entry in the franchise dials everything up a notch, giving players more space to explore and more impressive graphics, and a fitting conclusion to an epic franchise. Whether you're driving through the muddy jungle in a jeep or playing a quick run of Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted 4 knows how to make the characters and story feel undeniably real. Number 1. God of War. This title trades out Greek mythology for Norse mythology, pitting Kratos against various creatures of Nordic lore. Kratos' new main axe weapon has lots of cool features, including a boomerang-like mechanic that allows him to pull it back through the air. Between the giant boss fights, amazing visuals, and masterful storytelling, there's a lot to love about this instant classic.